We're not gonna make it. People in me.
It's in your nature to destroy yourself.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere, and their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you, 'cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Made to feel the way that every child should. Sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you, 'cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world.
There's a reason education sucks. It's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table to figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money.
I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you.
Conscious and alone, just like them. The sheeple aren't going anywhere. They like my world. They don't want this sentimentality. They don't want freedom or empowerment. They want to be controlled. They crave the comfort of certainty.
Less desire for people to get out of their pods. They're very happy. They're sheeple. You know, it's a comment.
Have you seen Spider-Man Far From Home? Or whatever the new one is?
Home Sweet
Home Sweet Home Alone?
Yeah, I have not.
But that's, or Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Did you watch the new Spider-Man?
No, I'm just saying, like, that's what they're commenting on.
Yeah, people
everything now is, it's the same shit we always criticize, where you're just, like, regurgitating member berries.
Yes, and the member berries in this came with a wink, and that's to me the smart
It's the
part.
anti-Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah,
It's the exact, and it's funny because I've seen reactions to this where people are like, "Remember the Matrix? Remember?" And it's like, no,
It's not that.
It's not that. Let's kind of do something that's more commenting on not just those movies, but the recent trend of nostalgia-driven reboots.
Yeah.
This was a mockery of action and superhero movies, where a minor character makes a momentary appearance to then reappear later in their own spin-off, creating a loop of nostalgia where creativity takes a back seat and where imagination dies. The Merovingian's diatribe, funny enough, connects to the Matrix Resurrections after credit scene. The post-credits scene is of the Deus Machina's game designer group still brainstorming about what their next game should be, quoting the movie, "Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead. Media is nothing but neural trigger responses and viral conditioning. What we need is a series of videos that we call the cat tricks." End quote. This is a clear mockery of films with after-credit scenes, a tired and foolish practice, but still popular, and one that is focused on triggering those neural responses that the scene itself mentions. It is dead art being replaced by a product.
Disney has the opportunity to be a fifth horseman or that fifth company in the very foreseeable future. That they could be that monopoly sort of stance, especially when they start getting into digital transformation plus acquisition of Fox and other entities.
It's a monopoly.
Very soon to be the biggest movie of all time.
I think we're a bit of ways away from the biggest movie of all time, right? No?
You're 20 million away domestically here in the United States, and you will take over Avatar. That's the story that I'm running here in just a little bit.
Minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system. These people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it.
Now is the time to act.
What's up, my homies?
You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad.